Hello and welcome to another 2-Minute Tuesday with Tour Collierville. I'm Annabelle, and today we have with us Miss Sandy Berrios, owner of Bazaar Olive Oils and Gifts. Thank you for being with us, Miss Sandy.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely.
My
Sandy and her husband John have been members of the community for quite some time now. But you've also done quite a bit of traveling, I've heard, right?
We have.
I would love to hear some of your travels that might have led to the opening of Bazaar.
Well, ultimately it led to the opening of Bazaar. We love to travel.
Yeah.
We really do. And John's grandmother told us years ago to travel when you're still young enough to get around. We went to Italy several years ago,
How wonderful.
which is still my favorite, still my favorite of all the places I've been. And we went to a wine tasting. And during that wine tasting, they presented us with a tasting of balsamic.
Oh, yes.
And it was just one of the most wonderful things I had ever tried. And so at the end of the wine tasting, of course, they present you with the order form. And so we ordered this wonderful balsamic. And it came in. It was absolutely fantastic. We ran out of it. And I tried to continuously find something comparable at other stores. So I would go to various grocery stores or specialty markets, and I would bring it home, and it was never quite the same. And so later that year, my husband had a conference in Park City, Utah, and I accompanied him on that. And one of the things that was recommended that we do was go to a store in Park City right on Main Street called Mountain Town Olive Oil. And I thought it was very odd, an olive oil company, but we were intrigued. We love to cook and we love to eat, and so we said, okay. So the first day we were there, we went into the store, and we instantly went up to their traditional balsamic. And I tasted it, and I said,
oh goodness, you
taste this.
Remember?
Yes,
nostalgic.
it was very, very comparable to what we had had in Italy. Not
fresh.
quite, but it was just a wonderful flavor. It actually, balsamic you want age, so it was about 18 years old. So it had what you call some legs on it, like you do wine, and you could really taste it. As luck would have it, I had just sold my part of our business that I had had for quite a while, and was finding myself wanting to do something else and didn't quite know what I wanted to do. So by the end of that week, we were totally enthralled with this idea. We came back, and I guess it was that following weekend that we decided that this area was perfect for something like that. And at the time, there was not anything in the area, in the Memphis area, anywhere, I guess in Tennessee, actually. We found a place out in Carriage Crossing Mall and secured that location in August, and then we opened in October of 2013 there.
How exciting.
And then we've been on the square for the last 3 years, almost 3.5 now.
And it's special being on the square.
We love being on the square. We do.
Well, kind of share with us, how does you get into your training and expertise of olive oils and vinegars? You found the shop, you found something that you love. How do you get into really learning?
Well, we are supported. Our distributor for the oils and the balsamics is firm by the name of Veronica Foods out of Oakland, California.
Oh, okay.
And when you want to do business with them, they are pretty strict on who does business with them. They require that you come out to their facility in Oakland and you spend some time training with them. And that was quite an eye-opening experience. They import from all over the world. They actually own their own grows in Tunisia that they press from. So they will do their own pressing from their Tunisian groves. But then also when they go into any grove, be it in Europe, I get oils from Spain, from Italy, from Portugal, as well as Tunisia. But then also we get Southern Hemisphere harvest, so we get them from Chile, we get them from Australia, we get them from Peru.
You can share some of the benefits of these oils.
Certainly.
And maybe help us learn to read the labels and know what we're looking at when we pick up the bottles.
Olive oil is the very best fat you can put in your body.
Okay.
The very best. For years and years, we went through a cycle where we were told non-fat or low fat.
You're right.
And it finally has come out over the past couple of years that your body needs fat.
Yes. Good
to
fat,
operate.
right?
Good fat. Good fat is the key.
Yes.
You want monosaturated fats. You don't want saturated fats. But your brain has to have fat to function. You want the right kinds. You want olive oil. You want avocados. You want walnuts. You want salmon. You want all of those good fats. And those combined with the right amount of proteins and the right amount of carbs work to healthy diet. We're going back to it. But olive oil contains an antioxidant called polyphenols. And polyphenols are a wonderful anti-inflammatory factor. And it's actually...
Helps a lot of us out there.
It does. Anybody that has aches and pains. It is a great preventative for a lot of diseases, because a lot of diseases manifest over time from inflammation in the body. So what you want to do is, it's actually recommended, and people kind of cringe when I say this, but you want to take 2 tablespoons of olive oil a day.
Okay.
Which sounds like a lot.
I know, yeah.
It sounds like a lot. But when we think about how we can incorporate it in on a daily basis. So if you're breakfast, for instance, I'll normally do a protein shake.
Okay, yeah.
I have a wonderful orange oil that I use if I'm doing a chocolate shake.
Yes.
I have a wonderful lemon if I'm doing a vanilla shake.
So it's hidden in there.
You don't, it flavors it.
Yes.
But I'll just put a tablespoon in that. If you're scrambling eggs, scramble in olive oil. Our butter oil is one of our favorites, and you can actually do it to scramble eggs in. You can do it, have one lady that puts it on her toast in the morning. And ironically, it is actually dairy-free.
Oh, look
so
out. That's
if
great.
anybody has an issue with dairy, you can
yes.
use it and still get a wonderful butter flavor.
What a good
without,
substitute.
Yeah, it's a really good substitute. And it's fantastic on popcorn. It makes you think you're at the movies.
Oh, look, that's great.
But you can do that at breakfast. If you are, looking at lunch, then it's a no-brainer to use oil and vinegar on your salad.
Yeah, that's right. A good vinaigrette.
A good vinaigrette, or if you're doing a sandwich, even use that as your toppings.
Look out.
They do it. They've done it at Subway for years and years.
That's true. That's very true.
The delis, so why not do that?
Why not do it at home?
And then for dinner, if you're marinating anything, marinate it in a combination of olive oil and balsamic, or if you're roasting vegetables.
Oh yeah.
Simply drizzle on before you put in the oven. If you're sautéing anything,
Saute it in.
It's really easy once you think about it. 2 tablespoons is not a lot.
That's true.
But once you start using it, you really feel a difference if you stop. So it's one of those things that kind of builds up, and like anything else,
over time,
any other supplement in your body, and you will feel it if you don't do it daily.
You brought a few products in for us to look at. Maybe you can talk through some of these with us.
Sure. I just grabbed a few on my way out of the store, and I wanted to bring in, this is our Tuscan herb.
Okay.
And this is our most popular flavor in the entire store.
Oh,
Sometimes I think people drink this one. This is all of the Italian flavors in the oil. So this is absolutely perfect for bread dipping.
Oh yeah.
Like at the various restaurants that they give you. Only with this, all of the flavors are in the oil. So you can add additional spices if you want, but it's not necessary. Our most popular combination for salads is our blood orange olive oil.
Now that sounds good.
This is fantastic. It's really good on a salad, but it's also, if you've ever been into the store, we always have our blood orange brownies that we make.
To die for.
And we make a dark chocolate brownie and simply substitute this for the oil in the mix. But this, combined with our cranberry pear balsamic, is our most popular for salads.
Okay.
If someone's using it primarily for salads, we always recommend this combination. But we have, on the balsamic side, tons of other flavors. We have lime, coconut, blackberry, blueberry, strawberry, raspberry, lavender.
My taste buds are tingling. I'm getting really excited.
Just some wonderful. We have a jalapeno. We have an oregano. So they're not all really sweet.
Yes.
But they're all aged. And when you have a balsamic that's aged, as opposed to olive oil, the older the balsamic is, the better it is. When you come in, have information for you, and we gladly walk you through and tell you all the things that you can do. And then we have lots of recipes on our website too that people refer to constantly.
And it's really neat that when you go into the store, you actually can sample.
You taste exactly what you're buying, and we have over 50 flavors, and we encourage you to just set aside some time. You don't have to taste all 50.
That's right.
But you're
But
welcome
enjoy yourself.
to.
Yeah,
it's
that's
an
fun.
experience. It's
Talking
fun.
about enjoying yourself, you do also offer wonderful classes and events, and this is a really great way to kind of bring the public in and really work with the community. So maybe you can tell us about some of these classes that we can try to attend and upcoming events.
Yes, we have a lot of fun in our classes. We have an array of classes that are offered each month to the general public, and you just simply have to make a reservation for those. For instance, in March, we have a sheet pan cooking class, which is easy, simple, there again, quick, easy, and delicious are what we go for.
Sounds good to me.
There you go. We have a pizza at home where you're actually going to learn how to make pizza dough and then make specialty pizzas. We have a spring salads class. And then we have our Instapot class.
Oh, look out.
Has been very, very popular.
Yes,
and we're offering a Saturday class in March for that. In April, we'll have a different schedule coming out, a different lineup, and we always try to get things that people are interested in. We have had cake decorating, we have had Indian, we have had sauces, we've had just quite an array, so you never know what's coming up. We also have children's classes that we have just started, and we are trying to offer approximately 2 a month of those on a Saturday afternoon when it's convenient for them to come. We are already working on our children's camps for the summer.
Oh, that's great.
Cooking camps where we'll have a basics camp, and then we hope to have one for, last year we weren't able to put together one for teens. So we want one that's a little elevated.
Yeah, sure.
Some of these kids out there cooking, they have grown up with the Food Network,
That's
and they
right.
come in and put me to shame. So
How
it's
fun.
amazing at the amount of talent. But they're very interested in our products and learning to use them. And so that we're looking forward to.
That's wonderful. It sounds like whether you're a parent with a child, a ladies' night, a group, you've got something for everybody, it sounds like.
We try to.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's great.
try to.
We certainly appreciate your insight and all that you've taught us today, Miss Sandy. Thank you again for being here. And
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Good, and thank you for joining us. That's all the time we have for this 2-Minute Tuesday with Tour Collierville. Make sure to follow us on Facebook. Give us a like so you can stay in the know about these fun and exciting events like at Bazaar here in Collierville. I'm Annabelle. We hope you have a wonderful day.